Alright, here we go. Let's get started with this video. This is going to be a very, very informal video. Just as a little, perhaps, introduction to me. Sometimes I feel like, lately, I'm getting ahead of myself. I am Bob Kroll, the guy who animates and creates the Office Adventure cartoons. Many thanks to Mike Jones, Bill Lobes, and Jason Mink for letting me animate them and for letting my digital simulacra terrorize / annoy them over the course of the show. So mainly I know. Sorry, the meth head cat. Anyway, so where was I? So yeah, I know people through various YouTube videos, channels, Facebook comments, and through those fashions. But I don't, I want to introduce myself a little bit more, do a little video of my own, so it's not just me sitting around making dumb videos of everybody's worldwide adventures. So, primary profession is teaching at a variety of schools in my lifetime, and yeah, I also write, and obviously I've been cartooning lately, but I'm not just a teleporting mischief maker a la Loki or something like that. Obviously I'm a collector and lover of comics, in addition to being a writer of them. But I have a hard time figuring out which ones in my collection are my absolute favorites. Like, I've got a lot of them, and I've been fortunate to get many that I really like at pretty good prices before they really increase in value or increase in value, popularity, or get scarce or anything like that. My friend Jeff has also asked for me to show The Heat once in a while. So this is the Heat I would like to concentrate on. These books that I'm looking at right now off screen are from the Motor City Comic Con show. These are the books I get there. I first went to the Motor City Comic Con show in spring 2003. I was there to meet Q Delay and Gary Lockwood of 2001: A Space Odyssey. And roped my dad along into that one. Went to it many times since then. Left the comic collecting hobby for a couple years for a variety of personal reasons. But then, in earnest, really started again with the Motor City Comic Con 2012 show. A few months later, Dark Knight Rises came out, the final Christopher Nolan Batman film, and that really started making me want to get into comics again. I said to myself, no, I'm only going to read Batman comics, Legion of Superheroes ring. I'm only going to read Batman comics to stay focused, and I don't want to worry about anything else. And here it is, just about 9 years later, and I have broken that promise billions of times over, it feels like, at this point. So, just a moment. Again, this is a casual video. So, every year from Motor City Comic Con until 2019, in some fashion, I would have the book I would look out for in capital letters, or if you want to get Hitchcockian, I suppose the MacGuffin, the thing I am looking for throughout the entire venue. More often than not, these are first appearances. Maybe they're tied to a movie event that's happening that year, or maybe it's just something I really feel like getting. So, yeah, these are the ones in order of their purchase at the relative, or in each con, and maybe a little story to go along with them. So, this one was right before I started getting back into the hobby in full force. This is Fantastic Four Volume 2, Issue 11. What if the Fantastic Four all had the same power? I initially bought this book at a bookstore in Toronto when I was in 5th grade, yes. And I really liked the idea of the book. So it's the same size as any other regular book, more or less. But this time, obviously, everybody has the same power. Everybody having the Thing and everybody having the Human Torch abilities are all really tragic. The Mr. Fantastic one, everybody having that power, was a little more upbeat. The more action-packed one was the everybody becoming invisible for obvious reasons. As you can see, they all became members of S.H.I.E.L.D. With varying degrees of success. So that was my first one. 2013 was my first time back at the Motor City Comic Con as a proper big time fan, going crazy over everything. And I had just won an award at my college that came with a pretty nice financial reward. So that put me in a great position at the time to pick up what is my most valuable comic, Batman Adventures number 12. Shut up, phone. Putting you away for a moment. Oh, that's my niece. I'll answer it in a little bit. Actually, I'm going to pause the video and answer it right now. Be right back. We're back. Anyway, Batman Adventures 12. My friend Brittany, actually, who dressed as Harley Quinn that year, actually scouted ahead to find this for me. It was only $75 at the time, which, alright, yeah, that's the most I've ever paid for a book. I've never paid anywhere close to this since this book. But, it was great. Somebody dressed as Harley finding the book, and I just won the award, so this was this is my little treat to myself. So this is the big thing. Probably this is the gem in my collection, and will be to anybody that tries to ever get their hands on it, and I haven't let them. As a little bonus, a couple months later, like about 6 months later after this, at the Detroit Institute of Arts, they were having an evening with Paul Dini and Alan Burnett, who co-creators of the Batman animated series, or they worked on the series in various capacities. Now, I didn't have this book with me, but at the time I had that week's books with me, bagged and boarded. So my friend Zach and I got bags and boards. Dini and Burnett's autograph. I didn't know if they were going to give autographs, so I wasn't prepared for it. So there we go. Brittany and I have certainly had some disagreements over time, but honestly, thank you, Brittany, for helping me find this. 2014, the book of the year was Detective Comics issue 783. This was the first appearance of Nyssa Al Ghul, the sister of Talia Al Ghul. Arrow season 2 had just wrapped up, and she was a major player in the season, so I thought, all right, well, let's find her first appearance, and I was able to find it pretty quickly. It's not like it's an incredibly hard one to find, nor was it terribly expensive. If I paid more than $5 for this, I'll be shocked. I don't remember breaking the bank for it. Bonus here, this was signed by Katrina Law, the actress who played Nyssa Al Ghul. I had her sign it at the 2012, not 2012, bleh, I know how to count, the 2016 Motor City Comic Con. The extra memory that goes along with that is that on her Facebook page, there is a video of her at various spots around the Motor City Comic Con singing Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl, and well, she stood next to me because I know all the words. And I am not terribly ashamed to say that. So, me and Nyssa. Up next, the book for 2016, Prince Namor the Submariner, number 19. This is I hate that glare, but whatever. This is the first appearance of Stingray. Now, this is the year Deadpool came out, and at the Deadpool comics at the time, Deadpool assembled his own group called the Mercs for Money. And I thought, well, that'd be really neat to try and track down a lot of the Mercs first appearances, and Stingray was one of them. I don't remember paying. There's a 20 for this one. This one's in really good shape. I didn't find a lot of vendors that had this one, so this was I was really happy to find this one around. Great Bill Everett artwork. Yeah, it's just a fantastic issue. The Mercs broke up a few months later. I don't remember why, just reasons I suppose, but alas, I still love it. 2017, that was the year that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out. So, Giant Size Avengers number 4. I primarily got this because Mantis, there she is, away from the glare there. I traded a CGC certified 8.5 copy of Miracle Man number 15 with a vendor to get this one. So lucky me. I know the value is shot up on this one thanks to WandaVision and the fact that Wanda and Vision get married in this issue, as do Mantis and Swordsman. I think that's his name. Whatever. It's been a while since I've looked at this one, but nevertheless, this is. I was happy to trade for this one. I don't even in the year before I was on the lookout for Avengers 112, which would have been Mantis's first appearance. But there we go. All right, so that is the 2017 book. Very happy with that one. 2018, I decided to double up for it because I was obsessed with James Robinson's Starman. I wanted to get the first appearances, at least of one of the two Starmen prominently featured in the series. I managed to get both. It's going to be forever before I can, if I can ever get the first appearance of Ted Knight, but at very least, I can get Michael Thomas, the Michael Thomas Starman, in first issue special number 12. This one took some finding. I had to really track down this one through the show. I think this is one of only 2 copies that I found. Kitty, chill. So there's that. And also Adventure Comics 467, the first appearance of Prince Gavin. This I found a couple copies of this, but this was in a $2 bin while looking around. So go me. So both first appearances of these respective Starmen. 2019, I was a vendor at Motor City Comic Con that year, so I really had to stick with my table while I was slinging my wares. So really, whenever I wanted to grab a book, I didn't have a whole ton of pausing for. We're back. Anyway, because I was busy slinging my wares at the 2019 show, which is where I met Mike Jones for the first time. Hi, Mike, if you're watching this. Thanks for publishing me. Kitty. Must have gotten into the catnip hard. Anyway, I was going to be pretty busy slinging my wares, so usually maybe I would break away from the table for a little bit, or I'd wander around to the vendors before the day started. So my big thing ongoing, and I've almost got them all, is every main Batman annual. So I didn't have a specific one I was looking for. I was mainly just looking for anyone in the collection that I could use to fill the main title, or the holes in the main title line. So I found annual number 6. This is from, I forgot what year. I think this is 1966. Annual number 7. And annual 23 from 1999. For whatever reason, I was having a harder time finding this one than some of the others. I don't know. Or like, I found more copies of this one than I did this one. So, yeah. Pretty good price on this annual number 7 one is $10. I might have even paid $5 for it. It was half off. So, very happy about that. And 2020, we'll go for a couple different things. Usually, again, like I said at the start of the video, or maybe I don't know, I'm not scripting this. There's no professional quality to this. With the pandemic happening and the con postponed last year, I wanted to do something to at least, replicate the experience from home, and what would a book I would look for. Well, one of the books I would have had a wide net out for was Adventure Comics 365. The first appearance of Shadowlass. She was connected to the Starman mythos in James Robinson's run from a sister. Talak 8 was, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry, fellow Legionnaires. She was, Michael Thomas, I should say, was retconned to being from Talak 7. Like a sister planet, or maybe Talak 3. I don't know. I don't feel like looking for it right now. But suffice to say, she was connected to the mythos. So I ordered this issue, this copy from eBay. This was only $10, and it's in good shape. Very happy about it. But the problem was This got lost in the mail for about a month, and I was watching the tracking on it, and it was stuck, I think, in like Missouri for weeks, and it just, the update online said en route to next location. And I, with mail slowing down, I just thought, all right, it's gone. So I ordered another one, and after this one came in, this one came in. So I'm keeping, the seller of this never replied to me, so I've got two copies of issue 365. I feel like I am gonna keep them both until, or unless there's something I can really is cool that I would like, and maybe I can trade for it. But honestly, really, that's a great cover for this issue, and so double up. Bonus issue, I suppose, to start wrapping things up. This is Captain Marvel issue 109, cover dated June 1950. This is officially now my oldest comic, and my dad and I found it at an estate sale last year on the final day of the sale. Whoever's estate this was, they were a collector, and we got there probably a little later, and a lot of the good stuff was ostensibly gone. But the moment I saw this, I grabbed it. Everything was supposed to be 75% off that day. My dad and I pooled our resources together. He had his things he wanted to grab. I had this and plenty of other things to grab. One of my books is a coverless House of Secrets #1, but this is the one I'm most excited about. It is missing the back cover, but still, this is the oldest one I own. And all told, this and more comics and digests and even things that he wanted ended up being $25. So we really made out like bandits that day, I think. So this is officially one of my few Golden Age comics, and the one I probably value the most. I'm hoping to pick up something from the 1940s soon. So that's it for this round of books. I have some things in mind, what I would like to possibly try to grab next month. Again, I still have that itch to go to a show. It's not happening again. But yeah, that happens. I don't know what I want to get yet. I'm thinking of a few things. Nothing too expensive, but still things that, it's going to make me smile, just like this group of books here. So there you have it. For now, Jeff, that is the heat, if you want to call it that. And anybody else, yeah, those are the books I'm most proud of. Until next time, I'll see you in the funny tunes, or maybe more of these. Don't pay attention to this stuff over here. I don't know why I'm saying it at the end of the video. Cheers!